Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day so far. Today we're going to be looking at Chapter 11, Section 1 on mean. Mean is actually defined as the sum of the data divided by the number of pieces of data. That's how you find mean. It's also known as average, and maybe you've heard of that before. Mean is the same thing as saying what is the average. And a good way of thinking about it is that it's always a balance point for the data set that's given. So when I say balance point, I mean that it's going to be sitting there and there are going to be some numbers that are higher than that average and there are going to be some numbers that are lower than that average. So if we look at the problem given here, we're going to try this one together. So if I need to say what's the total number of songs that were downloaded in this problem? It says that there were Tina and her friends downloaded songs for 6 weeks. What is the total number of songs downloaded is my first thing. I take all of my data and I add it all together. So 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 9 is 37, plus 4 is 41, plus 1 is 42. Okay. Yes, and then after that, like the definition said, I have to divide by the number of data points. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data points. So I take 42, I divide that by 6, and I find out that the average number of songs downloaded was 7. Okay, the average number of songs downloaded was 7. That's my balance point. Some people downloaded more, some downloaded less, but 7 was that balance point, was that mean, or what we also call average. Okay, so you guys are going to go ahead and try that with this problem here. The table shows the number of CDs a group of friends bought. Find the mean number of CDs the group bought. So now that you've gone ahead and tried that, I'm going to give you a little solution here. So I'm going to take the numbers there. I'm going to take my 3, my 4, my 6, my 0, and my 2. When I add all of that up, I'm going to get 15. And then because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data points, I'm going to go ahead and divide 15 by 3, and that means that 5 is the average number of CDs bought by that friend group. 5 is my average or my mean. Okay, we're going to try this again with a little bit of a different type of problem. So this is coming straight from a dot plot. Okay, a dot plot means all of this data is still sitting here. If there's 2 dots on 45, that means 2 of my numbers are 45. All right, then I've got 47, I've got 49, I've got 50, and I've got 52. And I need to add all of that up as well. Okay, so 45 plus 45 is 90. And 47 and 49 is going to be 96. And 50 and 52 is going to be 102. So I'm kind of breaking this up to add it a little bit more easily. That's going to be 8. Okay, 288. So my total temperatures here, 288. So from this dot plot, we were looking at the recorded high temperatures for 6 days. I want to know the mean temperature. So when I add all those temperatures up, I'm getting 288. But how many data points did I actually start with? That's how I'm going to get the average. So I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm taking 288 divided by 6. 28 divided by 6 is 4. That's 24. Subtract, bring down. Okay, and then 6 goes into 48 8 times. Good. And that's going to give us that remainder of 0. So that means the average, again, the average or the mean high temperature for those 6 days across Little Rock was 48 degrees. Now notice, guys, that wasn't even one of our data points to begin with, and that's okay. It's just telling us that based on all those data points, that's the one that's going to be the balance point between the temperatures that were above it and the temperatures that were below it. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and try one more. So the dot plot shows the number of books Deanna read each week of a reading challenge. Find the mean number of books she read. You should have been able to notice that some of the data points were 1, 3, 3, 3. Remember, there are 3 dots there. 4, and 4 again, because there were 2 dots there. Okay, so 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 10, and then plus 4 plus 4, that should give me 18. 18 is the total number of books read, and now I need to divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data points. So divide by 6, and that's going to give me 3. That means the average number of books read each week for the reading challenge was 3 books. On average, Deanna read 3 books per week, okay? Which you know, some weeks she read 4. One week, she read only 1. But on average, she read about 3. That's how that balance comes together. And that is it for our play pause it on mean.